Well, good morning to you all on Monday the 14th of July. The visit of the Pope and the celebrations of World Youth Day will prove very transient. I must say, as someone who spent a bit of time in airports at the weekend, it was a wonderful experience to see the joy and spontaneity of young people in their droves, strumming guitars and singing for anyone who wanted to listen. Others immersed in maps, big and small, as if to silently ask, where am I and where do I go next? Whatever the difficulties of getting to this point, the arrival so far has been full of the joy of young people, and that has to be a good thing. When it's over, though, reality will invade again. Climate change is a phrase people are going to get tired of hearing, especially when Australia seems as if it wants to lead the world without any detail of what it's going to mean for individual and corporate Australia. Whether you believe in all this stuff or not, and the fact suggests it's hard to believe, cutting carbon emissions will be useless unless the rest of the world also acts. Unilateral action by us, no matter how drastic, will do nothing to change any of the world's problems. But the great danger is doing the wrong thing will create a competitive advantage for those not in the system, and Australians will be the losers. It's hard to believe a national government would damage our own interests for little benefit. But while that debate will go on, the Prime Minister's won a reputation for forming committees and commissions of inquiry. Well, those bombs are about to land. We're going to have both a green paper and a white paper on climate change before the end of the year. The car industry are waiting this month for the inquiry into tariffs and related matters to be presented by the former Victorian Premier Steve Bracks. Nothing has happened since the Sorry Day speech for Indigenous Australians, but a review of the Northern Territory Howard government intervention will be on the table next month. Then, of course, the ACCC is supposed to be reporting on grocery prices this month. I'll have more to say about that tomorrow. Then, of course, while we've had the report into equine influenza, there'll be another one in September on quarantine and biosecurity. Another review is due of the Department of Foreign Affairs and Trade. There's a report due on coastal shipping, another on regional development funding, a review on taxation and welfare payments. How on earth is the federal government going to deal with this stuff as the reviews, as one writer put it, come home to roost? The government's going to have to make some decisions if these reviews aren't just going to be permanent doorstoppers. But then it faces an unsympathetic Senate. And you've got this Greens leader, Bob Brown, telling us how he's going to run the country and what his priorities are. I suppose the best you could say is, enjoy the happiness of World Youth Week. It's a bumpy ride beyond that. I'm Alan Jones.